Hey everyone, I'm Brian Sparks, editor at Greenhouse Grower. I'm joined back in the studio today by Dr. Allan Armitage. How are you today, Alan?
Hey Brian, I'm doing well, thank you. It's October already, so I guess time is moving along. Anyway, I'm doing great and just came back from a reasonably long trip overseas, so it's good to be home.
Awesome, awesome. Well, that's what I want to talk to you about today. I know, when you go on vacation, I'm sure it's always a mix of business and pleasure. And, in addition to getting out and sightseeing, I know you try and get a chance to see, what gardens and gardening look like in other areas of the world. So, can you talk about some of the things that you saw and some of the, experience you had, maybe lessons that you learned there?
Well, this was actually a pleasure trip with my brother and his wife and my wife, so there's only so much I could do to sneak in a few flowers and stuff, but like you say, it's pretty hard. It's in the DNA not to at least look. So we went overseas. We went to Germany, to Munich, to Passau. We went over to uh, Austria and Vienna and Slovakia to Bratislava. And anyway, it was really cool.
Yeah.
We saw a bunch of stuff and had a lovely time. But Brian, I don't know. And maybe I just haven't traveled enough in this country or wherever, but everywhere over there, plants are important. And I'm talking about not only trees and shrubs, but certainly color. And everywhere you go, whether it's a pedestrian plaza, whether it's a shopping street, whether it's a park, plants are simply part of the makeup. Whether it's geraniums, whether it's sweet potatoes, whether it just doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a botanical garden.
Yeah.
And I've talked to people over there about, "This is good. How come why is this so normal?" And they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, it is normal because this is what makes people happy.
Right.
If not putting a big smile on their face, it makes them content. And contented, happy people spend more money. And so it's just, and I don't mean to say there's anything worth studying over there as far as what's the new variety of petunias. It's
Right.
not that at all. It's just that there are petunias, and there are these everywhere. And I say everywhere. Obviously, I didn't get everywhere. And some of these towns and cities are have a budget so they can do this. But I mean, even in the small towns, when you go to the city center, there are a ton of plants out there, and there are here too. Don't get me wrong. I've been to some
Yeah.
fabulous places in North America, certainly Canada, United States, where lots of communities try their best to do this. It just isn't part of our thinking when we put together an environmental plan or we're putting together
Sure.
a little park. It isn't part of our thinking. If we can cut the grass, we're doing well. Anyway, I don't mean to be negative. I just like what I see, and they've been doing it for years. There's I just don't know why we can't seem to.
Yeah, and it is refreshing too, I think, to see some of the growers out there, and then some of the organizations like American Bloom, for example. They just released all of their awards for this year, so there is an effort up here to.
No, and please don't get me wrong. I don't mean to say we're not trying. We are
Yeah,
trying, but it's amazing we have to try so hard.
right.
Uh, I can go to fabulous places all over this country, and with American Bloom or whatever. But I mean, even in my own town here, I can't talk any. I mean, we're doing some things, but it's just it's more of an effort than it should be. But that's the way life is, and as long as
Yeah,
we continue to understand that our product is not just for a gardener growing a tomato or somebody sticking a window box in their house. Our
yeah,
product is for everybody, and hopefully the city planners and everybody else get the idea. But
yeah.
kudos to all those who are doing it, and I say kudos for sure. I don't mean to ignore their efforts; they are really, really important. But maybe we can make it a little easier.
Well, and as you said, you used the word effort there, and that's important here. I mean, you can't just put things out in the vacuum. You have to put the work in to build this kind of momentum for something like this. So, it's great that you were able to kind of see that in action in your travels, and good catching up on a topic like this. So, thanks for joining me today, Alan.
My pleasure. And again, we have it all here. We just got to figure out how to put it all together.